All right, so I wake up this morning, see the CBS News Chicago report. Marathon runners arrive in Chicago to find hotel canceled reservation. You know, I've got my radar tuned to Chicago. A lot of things going on in Chicago, right? So I was like, wow, this must be a total hotel crash out, scandalous major news story because CBS News is reporting on it, right? So let's check out what's going on in Chicago with their hotels.
Imagine arriving in Chicago, looking forward to running the marathon this weekend, but your hotel reservation was canceled even though you confirmed it days ago. That's exactly what a woman from Baltimore told us happened to her. Suzanne Lemonnier has been listening to her story.
Okay, so this is a woman from Baltimore over here, right? And so we're not even talking about somebody from Chicago. We're talking about somebody visiting Chicago. So apparently she had some problems with her hotel reservation.
So then this morning,
Erin Leggett was looking forward to checking in at the Chicago Ambassador this morning. Here's a photo she took of her bag in the lobby.
Looks like a nice enough hotel, and hey, there's proof she was in a hotel. She took a picture of her bag in the hotel. She was in it. Just follow along with this. So she took the picture.
Leggett and her husband, Jonathan, had just arrived in the city from Baltimore.
This poor bastard.
They're running in the Chicago Marathon on Sunday.
we showed up and they told us that our reservation had been canceled.
They're
Okay, that sucks. No doubt about it. I don't know if you've ever been in that situation. I've been in situations where reservations have been messed up. I've never personally had one canceled when I showed up, but I've heard of such things happening. But there must be something uniquely crazy about this particular one for the CBS News to hone in and report on it, right?
now lugging their luggage with them after arriving at McCormick Place to pick up.
Lugging their luggage with them. Sorry for keep interrupting, but just look at the narrative we're building around these two poor, unfortunate souls, okay? I'll try to let this run more.
Up their race credentials. On Monday, Leggett says she texted the hotel, showing us this exchange to confirm her arrival.
I confirmed that we had early check-in. They do it by text. I texted them. They added it to our account and said it was good.
Leggett says the reservation was originally booked when Hyatt owned the property. It's now owned by the Chicago Hotel Collection.
Okay, there's a very important note. She booked with Hyatt somewhere between her booking a year ago and now. This hotel has changed hands, has nothing to do with Hyatt. I know she said she texted something to somebody and got a confirmation, but I can pretty much assure you she didn't text this place, because you notice you didn't get to see, they showed her text, but you didn't see the response, right?
In March, Leggett says she received this email from Hyatt saying the Ambassador Chicago would no longer be a Hyatt property, adding the hotel will transition to an independent hotel outside of the Hyatt portfolio and is expected to honor all paid reservations that guests wish to keep.
Okay, now that's a fair enough point. I understand why she had a fair confidence that, hey, she knew it changed hands, but she got an email from Hyatt. So she's not in the wrong for being upset. She is definitely the person who was wronged in this scenario. So I'll give her that. Whoever sent that email, we're going to have to circle back to that later, but let's just go. So I get why she 100% thought she had a confirmed reservation, and would be frustrated when you get there.
Leggett recorded this interaction on her phone with a man she was told is the manager of the Chicago Ambassador, Michael Ward.
We don't have to honor any Hyatt reservations at the store.
He told her if
Okay, so that, I'm sure that's after going back and forth, and he's just like, it's not their business. If you got a beef, you got to take it up with Hyatt. This ain't their problem. They have nothing to do with Hyatt. They have as much to do with Hyatt as they have to do with Holiday Inn. It's crazy that, I get they're upset. Okay, I totally get that they're upset. That is fucking unfortunate. And I would be totally upset as well. But I wouldn't be upset at these people at Ambassador. You'd be upset at Hyatt. They're the ones that told you this would be all good, right?
she wanted to stay at the hotel, it would now be $305 a night, which is the going rate.
sorry to keep interrupting, $305 for a night in a decent hotel in Chicago. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to Chicago lately. That is not at all unreasonable. At all, especially if you're anywhere near where you want to be. So, but that's not what they booked at. What did they book at?
What was the rate that you booked it at and you were confirmed at a year ago?
I believe my Hyatt email was like $231 a night, which I thought was a fantastic deal. That's why I didn't switch hotels when they sold.
Leggett?
$231 a night. That's what she booked it at. Okay. The upgraded price was $305. $74. Yep, yeah, $74. For $74, sorry, you're asked out $74 in a trip to Chicago, mind you. It cost you $74 to go out for drinks. And she's all bitchy. Don't want to pay the extra $74. Hey, that's your right. That's your right. It's not the room rate you booked at, but if again, you didn't book with these people, you booked with someone else, but they're willing to accommodate you. 74 extra bucks, problem solved. No, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that.
Told the manager she wasn't paying $305 a night.
No, she's from Baltimore. She ain't paying no extra $305 a night. Or extra $74 a night. Sorry, I misspoke there.
And how many other people did you do this to, just out of curiosity?
Well, last week I probably canceled 60 reservations because most of the rates that we got were invalid.
We went.
Okay. What business is it of hers? How many other reservations got canceled? I don't edit my video, so every word stumble is going to be in here, so my head don't twitch around every time I misspeak a word. But so they obviously have been not honoring these cancels. But what business is that of hers? What does she need to know? That got fuck all to do with hers. But she's recording this because she knows she's going to put them on blast later on social media. That's exactly what she's fucking doing.
To the Ambassador Chicago. The manager Leggett spoke with happened to be
Love
outside
this.
smoking
Love
a
this.
cigar. He told me he didn't want to be interviewed, but
You want to see a picture of a guy who don't give any fucks at all about this situation? Love this guy. He don't need to talk to you. He don't want to talk to you. Chicago all the way. I'm going to sit here and smoke my fucking cigar and you can go fuck off. I love it. He didn't say that, but that's the body language. He's not even respecting enough to stand up and look her in the eye. This is like whatever.
did confirm 60 reservations had been canceled for various reasons. He didn't go into detail.
Doesn't
he
have
later
to.
sent me a statement saying Leggett did not book with his hotel, but with Hyatt prior to their involvement. He also said Hyatt canceled and relocated all Hyatt reservations at the time of the transition on March 19th, 2025.
Now, I don't know if that's true or not. We'll take him at face value. But he don't have to answer your questions. And he's a manager of the place. He don't own it. He don't own it. Yeah, you know, I don't know what his level of decision-making is in the transition from Hyatt to this Ambassador Hotel. But they're two separate entities. You can tell they're trying to like put this guy on blast, and he's just like, I'm gonna have none of it. I don't need to talk to you. You know, I love it. That's how people need to handle stuff. Just, I'm not going to get drawn into this. But yet, here he is on the CBS News in Chicago. So check this out. This ends great. Stick with me, please, because the ending of this is just great.
A Hyatt spokesperson told us they are actively looking into this situation with Ambassador Chicago, adding Hyatt understood the hotel's operator intended to honor existing reservations made prior to the transition.
Okay, so obviously there's been a miscommunication in the switch between managements. Somebody was told this, somebody was told that. End of the day, your reservation got bucked. $74 will solve the problem. And if you've ever been to Chicago holding your bags and wanting to get into your hotel, $74 ain't that fucking big a deal to just fucking get a hotel, because to go get another one, pain in the ass. Or you could pull out your phone, try to make a big stink because you're some fucking Karen from Baltimore, call the CBS News and pitch your bitch enough that they actually had a slow enough news day in Chicago, mind you, I get it. This is probably the end of the news wrap-up piece where they try to, listening to you, it says down here on the bottom, which I just kid the mic that I won't edit out either. Listening to you, you know, so it's kind of the feel-good piece at the end. But you're not even listening to Chicago. Ambassador's your Chicago people. Hyatt's kind of your Chicago people because they got other hotels. This chick's from Baltimore. You're listening to the chick from Baltimore and they're making a news piece about it. But here's the best.
Are now assisting all of the guests impacted by offering stays at other area Hyatt hotels. Leggett told us Hyatt is now comping her stay at one of the Loop hotels.
So at the end of the day, Hyatt comped her stay. I don't know if there was a transitionary period of night where they had to find a different hotel, but for whatever remainder of their stay, Hyatt gave them a free fucking hotel. Okay, so the story is you went to Chicago. Your hotel reservation got fucked up because it changed hotel ownership completely. There was a way to solve it for $75, but you'd rather record things to put the guy on blast, call the fucking local news. And again, lucky get a slow news day for them to come down and report that at the end of the day, you got free comped hotel. Tell me what I'm missing about this being on the news. Why is this on Chicago news? All the shit that's going on in Chicago right now. I don't know. I just thought this was fucking hilarious. Thought I'd make a few fucking wise ass comments about it. But wow. Tell me that isn't one of the most asinine, Karen, bitchy things. And now you got your little story on the news. And you try, you know, they did their best to make you look like a victim because they had you walking down the street, dragging your luggage. Oh, what will our weary travelers do?
In the newsroom, Suzanne Lemonnier, CBS News, Chicago.
On that note, I do like Suzanne Mignot's name. And I bet you when she got done, she probably looked at the cameraman like, what the fuck are we reporting on? She got a free hotel. So I don't know. I'll do the YouTube sign off. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.